Welcome back to our channel. The 1983 USA $quarter coin, a seemingly simple piece of currency, has an incredible story. When we think of coins, we often see them as nothing more than everyday tools used in our daily transactions. But for collectors, coin enthusiasts, and history buffs, even the most commonplace coins have much more to offer than their face value. The 1983 $quarter is no exception. It's a coin that tells a story about the economic, political, and social atmosphere of the time, its design, and how a seemingly simple object can carry tremendous value and meaning. Let's step back in time to the year 1983. The United States was navigating a period of economic and social changes. The country had just emerged from the deep recession of the early 1980s and was beginning to experience economic recovery. The Reagan administration was in power, bringing with it an era of conservative policies, tax cuts, and military buildup. But while the nation was focusing on these macroeconomic changes, it might not have crossed anyone's mind that the very coins in their pockets, like the 1983 $quarter, would play a role in an entirely different kind of shift in value. In 1983, the U.S. Mint continued its regular operations, producing millions of coins to meet the demand for currency. And like every year before, the Mint was responsible for creating coins that would bear a part of the nation's history for generations to come. The $quarter, a coin with a long and storied history, continued to be a staple in American circulation. However, this coin from 1983 would go on to play a surprisingly important role in the world of coin collecting. The 1983 $quarter, though seemingly indistinct, marks a pivotal moment in American coinage. It was one of the coins produced after the decision to move away from silver in circulating coins, which had occurred in the 1960s. This change was due to rising silver prices and concerns over the metal's availability. By 1983, the standard U.S. quarter was made of a copper-nickel clad composition, an alloy consisting of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. Although this made the quarter more affordable to produce, it didn't diminish its importance or the interest that collectors would soon have in certain versions of the 1983 $quarter. On the obverse side of the 1983 $quarter, we find the familiar image of George Washington. This iconic portrait, designed by John Flanagan, has graced the quarter since 1932 and remains one of the most enduring symbols of U.S. coinage. Washington, the first president of the United States, represents the country's founding principles of liberty, democracy, and independence. His image on the quarter has been a constant through many changes in American history, and it serves as a reminder of the nation's roots and its enduring values. Above Washington's image, the word liberty is inscribed, with "In God We Trust" appearing to the left. The year 1983 is displayed beneath Washington's portrait, marking the coin's year of minting. The artist's initials can also be found on the coin, just below Washington's bust. This simple yet powerful design encapsulates the legacy of a nation and a figure who continues to shape American identity, even decades after his presidency. The reverse of the 1983 $quarter features the familiar eagle, which is flanked by the words, United States of America, and $quarter. The eagle, a symbol of strength and resilience, holds an olive branch in one talon and a bundle of arrows in the other, symbolizing peace and readiness for defense. The reverse design remains unchanged from the previous years, continuing the visual representation of American power and unity. So, what makes the 1983 $quarter so fascinating from a collector's perspective? It's important to recognize that the design, while iconic, is just part of the equation. The value of the 1983 $quarter, like any coin, is influenced by a variety of factors. The coin's rarity, its condition, and, in some cases, specific minting errors can make a huge difference in how much it's worth in the marketplace. Despite being mass-produced, not all 1983 $quarters are the same. Some have particular characteristics that set them apart from the rest. For example, one of the most notable things about the 1983 $quarter is that there was a significant number of these coins that were struck with a copper-nickel composition, while others were mistakenly struck with a copper composition. This is where the first bit of intrigue lies. Minting errors. The copper composition variety of the 1983 $quarter is exceptionally rare. While the vast majority of quarters produced that year were the standard copper-nickel clad version, some were accidentally struck using leftover copper planchets that were meant for the cent coins. This mistake created a very small number of copper composition 1983 quarters. These coins are incredibly rare, and because of their rarity and the error in minting, they are worth much more than their face value. If you happen to stumble upon one of these rare copper composition 1983 quarters, you might hold a coin worth far more than you expected. In fact, these coins have been known to fetch thousands of dollars at auction, depending on their condition and the rarity of the error, but it's not just minting errors that make the 1983 quarter valuable. Another important factor to consider is the condition of the coin. Coin collectors, especially those who specialize in U.S. quarters, place a high value on the grade of a coin. The term grade refers to the coin's physical condition and its degree of preservation. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition are far rarer and more valuable than those that have been worn down through years of circulation. A coin in excellent condition, with little to no visible wear, is a collector's dream. As the 1983 quarter entered circulation, most of the coins saw heavy use, which means that most of them are not in pristine condition today. However, for those few that were carefully preserved or remained untouched in their original mint rolls, the value can be much higher than expected. Coins in excellent condition, especially those that have been graded by professional grading services, are highly sought after. These coins can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their condition, rarity, and demand in the marketplace. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1983 quarter-dollar coin in the context of today's coin market. While many of these coins remain common and can be found in circulation with little more than their face value, a select few are worth a significant amount. The key factors that determine the value of a 1983 quarter are its rarity, the specific minting error, such as the copper composition variety, and its condition. At the high end of the scale, a 1983 quarter with the copper composition error can fetch prices of up to $125,000 at auction. That's right. While most 1983 quarters are worth just 25 cents, a rare copper composition 1983 quarter could be worth well over $100,000 if it is in exceptional condition or if it possesses other rare characteristics. This astonishing value highlights just how much the coin collecting world values rarity and unique characteristics. What was once a simple quarter, produced by the millions and used in everyday transactions, has transformed into a highly prized collectible due to its historical significance, rarity, and the small chance that you might stumble upon one of the rare minting errors. In conclusion, the 1983 US quarter-dollar coin is a prime example of how something as seemingly ordinary as a coin can hold a much deeper significance. It's a reminder of how history, economic changes, and human error all come together to create a coin that can become a rare treasure. For collectors, the 1983 quarter represents not only a part of American history but also the thrill of the hunt for that elusive, rare coin that could change everything. So, next time you come across a 1983 quarter, take a moment to examine it carefully. You just might be holding something far more valuable than you think. Whether you find a mint error, a pristine example in uncirculated condition, or simply one that tells the story of its time, the 1983 quarter is a coin that proves how valuable something can become when it is imbued with history, rarity, and a bit of luck. Thank you for joining me in exploring the fascinating world of the 1983 quarter. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more incredible insights into the world of coin collecting. Who knows? The next coin you discover might be worth far more than you ever imagined. Happy collecting! The Nevada 2006 quarter-dollar coin, part of the United States Mint's 50 state quarters program, stands as a remarkable piece in the history of American coinage. With its creation in 2006, this coin commemorates the unique spirit and history of Nevada, the Silver State. But as we dive into its story, we'll see that it's not just the coin's design or its place in the state quarter program that makes it stand out. This coin, like many others in the series, holds an exciting appeal for collectors and enthusiasts, especially due to its connection to Nevada's rich history, the silver boom, and its eventual place in the world of rare coin collecting. Let's rewind to the year 2006, a year that feels like a brief moment ago, yet holds significant relevance in the context of American coinage. By this time, the United States had already been through nearly a decade of economic growth, with technology and innovation at the forefront of the nation's economic prosperity. However, for many, 2006 also marked the tail end of an era when coins designed in the early 20th century were still in circulation. For coin collectors, this was the time when the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program was in full swing, each quarter featuring the unique history, culture, and landmarks of individual states across the country. The program, which began in 1999 and concluded in 2008, was a huge success and brought renewed interest to coin collecting in a way that hadn't been seen for generations. The Nevada Quarter, released in 2006 as the 36th coin in the series, was a special entry in this program. The design for Nevada's quarter captures the state's identity, its rich silver mining history, its iconic natural landscape, and its modern role as a center for entertainment and tourism. But to fully appreciate the significance of the 2006 Nevada Quarter, we need to understand the deeper historical context and the importance of silver mining in Nevada's development. Nevada, the largest producer of silver in the United States, earned the nickname the Silver State for its vast deposits of the precious metal. Silver mining had been a cornerstone of Nevada's economy since the 19th century, and it played a critical role in the state's development. In fact, the discovery of silver in the Comstock lode in 1859 led to a rush of settlers and fortune seekers, eventually transforming the region into one of the world's most important sources of silver. In 1864, Nevada became the 36th state to join the Union, in large part due to the economic boom fueled by the silver industry. This history of silver, combined with the state's natural beauty and iconic landmarks, was the perfect inspiration for the design of the 2006 Nevada Quarter. As we dive into the coin's design, we'll see how the U.S. Mint captured these elements to create a coin that not only represents the state's history but also symbolizes its continued importance in the American fabric. On the obverse side of the Nevada Quarter, you'll find the traditional portrait of George Washington, which has been used since the coin's introduction in 1932. The design, created by John Flanagan, features Washington's profile, a symbol of the nation's founding principles and a reminder of the country's enduring ideals of liberty, democracy, and leadership. Surrounding Washington's image is the word liberty, along with the inscription, "In God We Trust," to the left, and the year of minting, 2006, beneath his portrait. While the obverse is familiar, it's the reverse of the coin that truly sets it apart. The reverse design of the Nevada Quarter is where we see the state's history and identity represented with elegance and meaning. The coin features an image of the Sierra Nevada mountain range, a striking reminder of the state's natural beauty. In the foreground, you see a silhouette of a miner working at the base of the mountains, symbolizing Nevada's rich history of silver mining and the industrious spirit of those who settled in the region. Above this scene, the coin bears the inscription, Nevada, as well as, the Silver State, a direct reference to the state's most valuable resource and its place in American history. Surrounding the design is the inscription, E Pluribus Unum, a reminder of the nation's unity. The overall composition of the design is both artistic and historical, capturing a moment in time that resonates with the spirit of the American West and the importance of natural resources in shaping the country's growth. As with other state quarters, the Nevada coin was minted in large quantities, both for circulation and for collectors. The mint struck these quarters at its facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, with each mint producing millions of coins to meet the demand for currency. The Nevada Quarter was struck in the standard copper-nickel clad composition, which consists of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. While the coin's face value is just 25 cents, its status as part of the 50-state quarters program quickly made it a coveted collectible. What makes the Nevada 2006 quarter especially intriguing for collectors is its connection to a period of American coinage history. The 50-state quarters program not only celebrated the individual states, but it also breathed new life into the world of coin collecting. The program brought attention to the artistry of coin design, the rich history behind each state, and the thrill of discovering rare or unique coins. But it's not just the design that makes the Nevada Quarter desirable, it's also the rarity and condition of the coins that matter to collectors. As with any coin, the value of the Nevada Quarter is determined by several factors, most notably its condition, rarity, and demand. Most of the Nevada quarters in circulation are worth only their face value, as they were struck in large quantities and saw significant circulation. However, some quarters from this series, particularly those in uncirculated or proof condition, have become highly prized by collectors. The rarity of these coins, combined with the limited production of proof and uncirculated versions, means that they can fetch much higher prices on the open market. In particular, collectors will look for Nevada quarters in pristine condition, graded by professional grading services such as the Numismatic Guarantee Coins that are rated with a higher grade, indicating minimal wear and excellent preservation, are more valuable. The higher the grade, the more likely the coin will be worth significantly more than its face value. Uncirculated versions, especially those that have been stored in mint packaging, are particularly sought after by numismatists looking to add a perfect example of the coin to their collections, but beyond the standard uncirculated or proof versions, certain specific varieties of the Nevada quarter have gained attention for their rarity. Minting errors, such as coins with double strikes, off-center strikes, or other anomalies, can drive up the value of the coin. These types of errors are highly prized by collectors, as they are incredibly rare and add a level of intrigue to an otherwise standard piece of currency. If you happen to find a 2006 Nevada quarter with an interesting minting error, you could be holding a coin that is worth far more than its face value, perhaps even thousands of dollars, depending on the nature of the error. Now, let's get to the exciting part: the value of the Nevada 2006 $quarter coin. While most of the quarters from the 50-state quarters program are worth only a few dollars in uncirculated condition, the Nevada quarter can fetch much higher prices due to its rarity and appeal. Some Nevada quarters, especially those in perfect condition or with minting errors, have sold for impressive sums. The current value of a Nevada 2006 $quarter coin can reach as high as $114,000. That's right, this seemingly ordinary coin, once produced in mass quantities and used in everyday transactions, can be worth a fortune. The value depends on several factors, including the coin's grade, condition, and any unique characteristics, such as minting errors. But for those lucky enough to own one of the rare, high-grade Nevada quarters, the potential for a significant return is very real. So, the next time you come across a 2006 Nevada quarter, take a moment to inspect it carefully. You might just be holding a rare collectible that could be worth far more than the 25 cents stamped on its face. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or a beginner, the world of rare coins is full of surprises, and you never know what treasures you might find. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history and value of the Nevada 2006 quarter. If you enjoyed this deep dive into American coinage and the fascinating world of coin collecting, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories of rare and valuable coins. Who knows, your next coin hunt might lead you to a find worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Happy collecting! The Cumberland Island 2018 $quarter coin is a perfect example of how even the most seemingly simple pieces of currency can hold fascinating stories, rich historical significance, and impressive value. As we dive into the narrative behind this particular coin, we'll explore its deep connection to American history, the meticulous design process, the minting details that make it special, and ultimately, its remarkable appeal to collectors. Let's travel back to 2018, a year that might seem recent but is actually steeped in its own unique historical context. The United States, like the rest of the world, was navigating the complexities of a rapidly changing global landscape. Social, political, and technological advancements were reshaping the way people interacted with their environment, while the world of coinage continued to evolve. One of the most significant projects of this era was the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which was launched by the U.S. Mint in 2010 and ran through 2021. This series of quarters, 56 in total, was designed to honor national parks and historic sites from each of the 50 states, the District of Columbia, and U.S. territories. In 2018, one of the coins released as part of this program was the Cumberland Island quarter. Cumberland Island is located off the coast of Georgia and is known for its stunning natural beauty, rich biodiversity, and deep historical significance. The island's design on the quarter reflects these characteristics and offers a snapshot of why it is such a special location in the history of the United States. Before we discuss the design and minting details of the 2018 Cumberland Island quarter, let's take a moment to explore the significance of Cumberland Island itself. Situated just south of Georgia's coast, Cumberland Island has long been a site of historical importance. Native American tribes inhabited the island for thousands of years before European settlers arrived. The island became a crucial location in the colonial period and played an important role in the American Revolution. However, it is perhaps most famous for its incredible natural beauty. Cumberland Island boasts pristine beaches, vast salt marshes, and dense forests that are home to diverse wildlife, including the wild horses that roam freely across its landscapes. The island also contains the remains of historic plantations, such as the Dungeness ruins, which are a reminder of its past as a hub for agriculture and trade. This rich history, combined with the island's unique ecosystems and its status as a national park, made Cumberland Island the perfect candidate for the America the Beautiful Quarters program. When the U.S. Mint was tasked with designing the quarter to commemorate the island, they had a clear goal in mind: to capture the essence of this remarkable place in a way that would resonate with collectors and the public alike. On the obverse of the Cumberland Island quarter, you'll find the traditional portrait of George Washington, created by John Flanagan. This iconic image of Washington, with his dignified profile, has graced the U.S. quarter since 1932. Surrounding Washington's portrait are the words "Liberty" above and "In God We Trust" to the left, along with the year of minting, which in this case is 2018. While this obverse design has become a familiar part of U.S. coinage, it is the reverse of the Cumberland Island quarter that truly stands out. The reverse of the Cumberland Island quarter showcases the striking image of a wild horse standing atop a dune on the island, gazing out toward the ocean. This image evokes the sense of freedom and beauty that is synonymous with the island. The wild horse, a symbol of the island's untamed spirit, was chosen as the focal point of the design because of its enduring presence on the island. These horses, thought to be descendants of Spanish colonial livestock, have roamed the island for centuries and are an enduring symbol of the island's wild, natural beauty. The coin also features the backdrop of the island's majestic landscape, with the sand dunes leading to the vast, open horizon and the ocean beyond. Above the image of the horse, the words "Cumberland Island" are inscribed, along with "Georgia," identifying the state that the island calls home. Beneath the horse, the inscription "E Pluribus Unum" appears, further emphasizing the unity of the nation. This design not only captures the natural beauty of Cumberland Island but also serves as a reminder of the island's historical and cultural importance to the United States. The minting of the Cumberland Island quarter was a part of the U.S. Mint's ongoing efforts to honor national parks and other iconic sites across the country. Like other coins in the America the Beautiful Quarters program, the Cumberland Island quarter was struck in large quantities to meet public demand for circulating coinage. These coins were minted at the U.S. Mint facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The quarters were primarily produced for circulation, but the Mint also released special proof, uncirculated, and silver-proof versions of the coin for collectors. In terms of its composition, the Cumberland Island quarter is made from a combination of copper and nickel, just like most modern U.S. quarters. The standard clad composition consists of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, making it durable and resistant to wear. Despite being struck in large quantities, the coin's appeal to collectors stems not only from its beautiful design but also from the ongoing popularity of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which continues to engage numismatists and history enthusiasts alike. The demand for quarters featuring unique designs, such as the Cumberland Island quarter, reflects a broader trend in the world of coin collecting. The U.S. Mint's decision to commemorate national parks, historical landmarks, and natural wonders has reignited interest in coins that celebrate the diversity and beauty of the United States. For collectors, each new coin in the America the Beautiful series represents a limited edition piece of American history, making these coins highly desirable. What makes the 2018 Cumberland Island quarter particularly intriguing is the possibility of finding one in exceptional condition. As with any coin, the value of the Cumberland Island quarter depends largely on its grade. Coins that are in pristine condition, free from any scratches or wear, are significantly more valuable than those that have been used in circulation. For example, coins that have been graded as MS 70, Mint State 70, the highest grade possible, can fetch premium prices on the open market, even though the coin's face value remains just 25 cents. In addition to the standard quarters, collectors also look for proof versions of the Cumberland Island coin. Proof coins are specially struck with a higher level of care and precision, and they are often issued in limited quantities. These coins are typically sold in proof sets or as individual coins, and their value can be significantly higher than that of a typical circulating quarter. The rarity of these coins, combined with their superior quality, makes them highly sought after by collectors. Another important factor influencing the value of the Cumberland Island quarter is the potential for minting errors. As with any coin, the possibility of finding an error coin, such as a double strike, off-center strike, or other anomaly, adds an extra layer of intrigue for collectors. Minting errors are rare and can cause a coin's value to skyrocket. Some error coins can be worth thousands of dollars, depending on the nature of the mistake and the coin's condition. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter, the value of the 2018 Cumberland Island Quarter. While most of these coins in circulation are worth their face value of 25 cents, the special editions, such as those in proof or uncirculated condition, can be worth significantly more. But the most exciting part is that certain rare specimens of the Cumberland Island Quarter, particularly those in mint condition or with notable minting errors, can command impressive sums in the world of coin auctions. Currently, the value of a 2018 Cumberland Island Quarter can reach up to $102,000 at auction. This staggering value is a testament to the coin's rarity, its historical significance, and the ongoing demand for coins that celebrate the natural and historical landmarks of the United States. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, discovering a Cumberland Island Quarter in exceptional condition or with a rare minting error could be your ticket to a remarkable find. In conclusion, the 2018 Cumberland Island Quarter dollar coin is far more than just a piece of currency. It's a symbol of America's natural beauty, its rich history, and the enduring spirit of exploration and preservation. Whether you're collecting coins for their artistic value, historical significance, or the potential for finding rare and valuable pieces, the Cumberland Island Quarter is one that stands out as a remarkable treasure in the world of numismatics. Thank you for joining me as we explored the fascinating history and value of the Cumberland Island Quarter. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most captivating coins in recent American history, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories and insights into the world of coin collecting. You never know, your next coin discovery could be worth much more than you think.